So yeah, I'm Matthieu Giraudier. I'm from the TPG in Geneva, Switzerland. Hope you're doing well after the lunch break and you're full of energy. I will have the short session in order to talk about the customer experience and how to come from information to emotion. I made a choice for this title because it can mean multiple things. Yes, of course, the first thing is how to come from customer information, passenger information to emotion, but also how to transform information from the customer to emotion, and to understand that. The thing is, TPG was a small company 10 years ago. Really small company, family-sized company. By family size, maybe if you share information in between maybe 10 or 15 persons, all the enterprise will know get the information. Now it's nearly impossible because we grew a lot in a short period of time. So it changed a lot of things for us because we had to reorganize stuff, to rethink the process, and to rethink everything. Process, tools, solutions, where to share information inside the company, outside the company, with the authorities, with the customers, everything. So it was quite a huge job for us to understand how to do that, to take inspiration outside our company in Switzerland and also outside of our country and internationally. So first thing first, we worked on our customer experience and we just tried to identify, okay, what is the customer journey? Is it simple or not? And for the passenger information only. Okay, we get this customer journey and we have multiple touch points and we distribute all the touch points inside of that. And yeah, it was made like 3 years, but not in proper order with a true strategy, just trying to fill the gap and trying to make things work, etc. But no real strategy. And yeah, one question is customer experience enough? Actually, no. For us, it's not enough. But okay, why is not enough customer experience? Customer experience is not enough because for us, customer, what does it mean, customer? First of all, we're doing passenger information in my department, but there is also ticketing, there is also after sales, there is also I don't know, marketing, communication, multiple things. So this is inside the experience for the customer because the customer for us, this is TPG. There is no passenger information for TPG, etc. So we have to build a customer experience, a full customer experience. Okay, but there is only one customer. No, there is another customer, the employee experience. So we're not working not anymore on customer experience, which is the customer outside our company, but also for the customer inside the company, because all my colleagues are customer for me. If I develop a solution for a customer outside the company, there is a back-end solution, and there is IT standards, there is multiple things to think about, and if the back-end solution is poorly designed, it's going to be a nightmare outside the company. So if my colleagues are happy, the customer outside the company will be happy. Nobody. But okay, finally, okay, this is okay. There's the internal customer, the external customer. Is it okay? No, it's not. UX, user experience. Because, okay, we have multiple touch points, but we have to think about all touch points being well designed. Okay, cool. What does it mean? We have to think about the functions, we have to think about the design and the layouts of everything, and we have to think about all the back-end solution behind that. So we have to think about the outside customer, inside customer, the user experience. And at the end, is it enough? No, it's not for us. The MX, multiple experience. We have a customer journey, we have multiple touch points designed, but the idea is to orchestrate all of that. Meaning that we have to think about the functions being displayed on the right moment of the customer journey. Because if you simplify stuff, it's going to be seamless for the customer. So we have to think about that. And at the end of the day, we said, okay, what does it mean this? This is a formula. There is a result. This is TX, total experience. So we decided to make total experience for now. Not only customer experience, but total experience. Okay, cool. We have a vision, but we need a framework. Here's the framework. Okay, this is not cool being displayed this way. This might be complicated, but actually, what does it mean? We have TX in the middle. On the right-hand side in the grid field, this is all the disciplines we are working at the moment in order to make it work as total experience. First of all, building a vision and a strategy with the stakeholders, the key stakeholders inside our company, outside our company, but to have a beginning of vision and strategy. Second, to understand our customers, because most of the companies said, we know our customers. Wrong. We don't know. It wasn't the case at TPG, at least. To measure the make measurements of our performance. Okay, we can say we know the customers, but how to work on that? We have to measure that. We have to talk with the customers properly in a different way. And as soon as we do that, we have to design and optimize stuff. This is where the design is interesting, including maps, apps, etc. You can see at the very right-hand side, there is the passenger needs and requirements. This is where we can get and we can have all the needs and requirements of the passenger. So we made interviews, lab interviews, on-site interviews. We can see and we can hear what people say, and we can properly understand what they do, because sometimes people say something and do different way. So it might be a gap. If this is the same thing, okay, we can understand that the people are quite honest, if we might say, but sometimes they are ashamed to tell the true things, and they will do differently. So sometimes we stay in the shadow just looking at people and seeing if they're doing differently of what they said. And as soon as we get this information, we can also make some optimization and ask the people, okay, is the optimization good or not? Does it change something for you in a good and a bad way? So we can have this exchange all the time to understand stuff. And in the end, there is the culture and the governance. The culture and governance, it's to make things different inside the company, to change the culture, not to say, we have to make things simple and easy, quick, dirty, quick. No. We are here to make quality, to respond to people's needs. That's it. So we have to change the culture inside the company and to build a true governance. As soon as you get that, for us, it was pretty clear that we can make total experience. And now, one of the things interesting is, most of the time, in the past, the public policies and the laws and norms and standards was just applied inside the company. And it was like mandatory, and that's it. The idea now with our approach is to have facts and to ask people and key stakeholders, you have to change the law. You have to change the standards. And we have facts to tell you, you have to change that. So both arrows are super important. It's not working in one way, it's in the other also. And we push information to the key stakeholders, authorities, the people who pay the check for us. And at the end of the day, they just discovered they don't know anything like us before. And okay, all of this is quite interesting. It's quite philosophical in some way, but the true impact is, as soon as you have this framework working, you can have true action into programs and projects. You can apply that. You can have a true governance on it. You can push the real vision, the real strategy, the real everything you want, laws, whatever it is. You can push that into projects and programs, and you can build the service blueprint. Service blueprint is a whole thing by itself. I won't go into it because it's a presentation by itself. So I will show you just what does it mean globally. But it's super important for companies like ours because we are rebuilding everything. We are rebuilding a complete framework of work, of process, of solution, and we integrate everything, and we draw the line of dependencies between the solutions, the process, the role and responsibilities, the people, etc. So this is a service blueprint. Like I said, it's complicated. But what does it mean? There is some stuff you can see up above, the customer journey. So we always relate to the customer journey. You have stuff that people can see. This is above the line of visibility. And we see all the actions, the employee actions or the solution actions. So this is the connection between the customer and our company. And we can just organize this way, okay, in the customer journey, what are truly the touch points? Not only the solution, but also the function into the solutions. And there is the line of visibility. Below that, there is all the backstage actions. So all the people that nobody sees, back-end departments, anything you can imagine. And you have all the solutions, processes, etc., which are below the line on internal interaction. This is actually a company organization. And when you want to shift to customer experience, to total experience, and really change the cultural vision of your company, you have to apply your service blueprint because it can be super, super efficient and real for many people because you will act on the structure of the company, on the process of the company, and the way you communicate inside the company. But okay, I said that. I said, okay, information, how to turn information into emotion. This way. This way is when you talk to people, you need to understand people and you need to have a human face or a human feeling of the people, the personas. And the personas is truly important for us because we need to truly know what are the archetypes of our customers. So we worked on that because at certain points we said, okay, we know our people. No, we don't know. We don't know at all. So we asked people, Teleno, for example, here is a company we work with, to create personas. And we made the exercise to say, okay, we first, as a company, create the proto-personas, meaning, okay, based on our experience, what is the kind of archetypes we identify by ourselves? And we pushed that to Teleno and said, okay, now make the work, the analysis, the study for us, and tell us what is the results. And we can see where we were right and where we were wrong. Super interesting, because it's 50-50. Sometimes we were right, but sometimes we were super wrong. So here you can see just the teenager persona for us, what are in green the goal points and the pain points in red. So we keep that in mind that at the moment, this is the problems and the good stuff we do for that persona. And okay, fine, we know people. So we have 7, 8 different personas, but here's the emotion. We have the customer journey, we have all the touch points we identified, and this is where we would like to distribute all the different touch points to make the MX. We have the same identification of the good points and the pain points, and you have the line, and this is the emotion. And from the people we have information, and we can know that we have different emotions. And interestingly, here, all the time, we have a problem. People are upset, lost, they don't like, but what it is? I look like you, hubs. Yeah, but now we have facts. This is not like we know, we look at it, no. We have precise measurement on that. We have problems on hubs. Because the action before was into the vehicle, it's the action after is it's in the vehicle also. In the middle, you have to change in between services, in between modes. We have problems. The teenager has a problem. The retired guy has a problem. The commuter has a problem. The blind guy has a problem. Everybody has a problem there. And now we can tell the authority, we have a problem here. And this is not us saying. This is the customer. This is the taxpayer. This is the voters. This is the one who will renew your contract in 2 or 3 years. So now you get some good information for them, and you turn information into emotion, because the guy who paid the check, we said, oh, I want to be in place in 3, 4 years. I want to be elected. Okay, I will act maybe on some points on this, and this is 3 points for me. So turning information into emotion can be in a different way. It's of course, for the passengers, but it's also for the key stakeholders. It's for the colleagues. It's for myself. It's for my team. It's for everybody actually. And it helps us to make all the stuff we would like to do, like the customer experience, the employee experience, the user experience, and the multi experience. Here it is. It's my presentation. Thank you for your attention.